best here to film and operate the e-collar remote while we work on our heeling with Tonka here. So what I want to kind of demonstrate is how we're going to turn our recall into our heel. So what you'll see is, I just want to fix this leg here. Fix your foot. Okay, there you go. What we want to see here is how we turn our recall into our heel position here. So what we're going to do, we're going to start walking with them, and we'll use our tone to start the process of moving with them, and we're going to walk backwards with them for a few seconds here, for a few minutes probably. And we're just going to get them into the idea of walking backwards with us and staying within a certain boundary of in front of our legs, but we'll be going backwards, so it'll be behind us if we were to turn around, sort of thing, right? So the idea is to make a little bubble right here, a little safe area right here where there's no stimulation. If he steps outside that spot, we tap our tone button, and then we tap our stimulation, and we use our leash to guide him back into that position. And we're at a 6 right now, but we'll probably up that right away to like an 11 because it's pretty high energy, and we'll see if we need to adjust that from there. So right away, like I said, tone, he's moving with us, and you'll see with him, he gets kind of anxious and wants to cut ahead a lot. I'm just going to fix the leash here. Wants to kind of get into your lap and stuff like that, so we're going to correct that if we can, either with a nope and a tap on the e-collar and maybe a little bit of pressure on the leash as well if needed. Now each time I kind of take a turn or a direction change, I'm just going to tap my tone as well, and he's doing good with this. We kind of worked on this a little bit already. But each time I take that direction change, I'm going to tap my tone. Same thing if I start moving again, I'm just going to tap my tone, right? And I can ask him to sit. Just going to fix this again. There we go. Sit. Good. Same thing. Heel. Good. Tap the tone again, right? And what I would do is tap the stimulation if he steps out of that zone, right? If he starts to step out of this area, I'll say nope, and I'll tap my stimulation and just use the leash to kind of bring him back into that position. Good. Nope. Good. Nope. Leash is getting excited. Good. Good. Sit. Good. Very good. Good. Same thing, moving again. And you can see he's following actually pretty good behind me here. This is nice, I like this. A little direction change there. Just keep that excitement a little bit low, right? We don't want him getting too worked up. When we first started to do this, he would try to jump on me. Like I said, try to push himself into my lap. He's doing very well right now. Haven't had to use the stimulation at any point here. Now we will start to add some distractions and get him to the point where we are needing to use that stimulation so we can teach this boundary. There's always got to be that consequence. He's just not breaking it right now. Nope. Good, right there. So I said nope, tap the stimulation and just use the leash to guide him back into this position. It's that simple. He responds well with this. Good. Good. Sit. Very good. Same thing with the sit. If I say sit and he doesn't stop and sit immediately, I would just tap my stimulation until he gets himself into that sit position. That's really good though. Moving again, tap my tone. Tap it again there. Good. Sit. Good. Tone again. Now we're just kind of keeping him thinking, right? Nope. Now you can see once I pick up the pace, this is where he starts to get a little bit of that excitement. Whoa. Good. You just slow him down a touch there. Just slow him down a touch there. Good. Let's go. Same thing again, right? Now, again, this is the very beginning stage here of what we're teaching here, of our heel command, right? Because I'm moving backwards right now. We don't want to move backwards. We want to be able to switch this around and walk forwards. Nope. And walk forward with him in a nice follower position. So what we would do, and this might be too early for him, we'll kind of see, but we'll try it, is we'll flip this position around, which we got this position here through our e-collar recall, our tone recall, and he's following, right? So we'll flip this around, sit, by doing this. We'll walk normal, and then just turn. Now, what we'll do is we'll kind of hang our arm back a little bit, make sure we're ready to apply leash pressure if needed. Nope, nope. And then we'll correct him if he steps out of that position and bring him back into it with the leash. Now, a few other things I like to do here, now that we have this, I'm just gonna fix this. Sit. This is very inconvenient with a phone in one hand and a 30-foot leash in the other, but we're gonna make it work for you guys. So now we got this situated again. What we're gonna do, same thing, start walking. We're actually gonna start walking backwards probably, just so we don't confuse him too much. We'll flip back around, and then same idea, but the new position is kind of behind our left leg here. This is where we want him to stay now, right? And if he steps out of there, tone, stimulation, leash pressure to guide him if needed, right? So same thing. Turning around, holding him accountable to this position. Good. Shorten up my leash a touch. Good, right there. Like I said, just kind of hanging my arm back here a touch. Good. Now, anytime he steps out of that position, like right there, tone, stim. Just a quick tap of the tone, then a quick tap of the stim, and it puts him right back into that position. Essentially, I'm applying that stimulation as, you know, kind of a reminder to come back into this position, and it doesn't turn off until he comes back into the safety of behind my left leg. And you can see I just did it again there, tone and then stimulation. And he's not going to respond right away to the tone as we want. So that's why I'm tone and then stimulation right away. I want him to understand exactly what to do and that there's a consequence there. There's a bit of a, you know, there's a bit of an outward motivator here to come back into this position, right? Otherwise, he's just going to want to keep moving around and going in front or going behind. So we're making it a very good position for him to be in by, like I said, adding that electronic pressure as soon as he steps out of that position. You can kind of look at it. Good. Got a little spooked there because there's somebody with a bunch of cans there. But he did really good. He turned right back there with me as soon as I pressed that tone. I like to kind of explain it like the left leg here, behind my left leg is the shade, right? And anywhere outside of that is exposed to the hot sun, right? So you step out from the shade, you get exposed to that sun, and it doesn't feel that good, right? It's really hot for the dog. So that's kind of the way that we do it here. And you can see he's just following him beautifully. We got this guy that just went by there, kind of gave him a bit of a startle, but he did really good with it. We'll go back over there towards that. Now, same thing. We're just using the leash very, very minimally here, right? So again, I'm gonna turn and tap my tone. I like to tap the tone as soon as I turn. Nope. So right there, I said nope, tap my tone, and then guiding him back into that position, just because he started to get a little far ahead. I like to tap my tone when I turn there too, just to let the dog know that he's got to follow that left leg, and it gives the dog a warning that we're going to be moving. And I'll really kind of make the left leg the obvious target, right? So see how I really make that left leg the target, and I can even pat my leg there. Good boy. That's my good boy. Sit. And we'll call that very good for our first time trying this. And what we'll do is we'll give him a release command now. Break. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good job. You did such a good boy. You did such a good boy. Doing a lot less whining than he was yesterday and the day before that. So he's doing very good in that department. Nice work, my boys. Nice work. Yeah. Oh. Nope, no jumping. Keep on jumping. Okay. Good work. Good work. Oh, nice. Good boy. Good boy. Do it again. Good boy. So there I just tapped my tone and then my e-collar. No stim there, just the tone on the e-collar. As soon as he kind of saw that dog, he started to really fixate on it. I don't know if I caught that on camera or not, but hopefully I did. You kind of see. But anyway, we're going to call that good for our session. We're going to finish that off there because that's really good. We'll heel back to the house. We'll bring him into the house here, go inside, and put him up into his crate.